Hello, genetic failures. Welcome to Endmyopia log number 23. It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? Um, I love varying the production quality with these videos. Sometimes they're like very nicely produced, and other times it's like I made this on my webcam with a crappy light. But hopefully you're here for the information instead of how it looks. Um, all I'm gonna say is the theme with this log has always been if there's like a visceral um I guess it's like an emotional sort of thing. You want to get those emotional kind of vision improvement moments on camera, and this is today I've definitely had one of those. So that's worth talking about. Now I know I like disappear for a while, but I never forget about myopia and improve my vision. Yeah, I'll forget about the YouTube channel for sure. But in the back of my head, I'm always thinking about it. And for the past year, like 2022 in particular, I have played loads of video games. I played a lot of Apex Legends in particular, and I was just super sucked into that. So the amount of opportunities I had to actually go outside and do things again, it's all my fault, I know, but it was pretty low. However, I've been getting back to reality a little bit, and I've been going outside, touching some grass. I don't really want to play Apex Legends that badly anymore. And to be honest with you, as of today, like it's just incredible. So, and I'll get into all of the reductions and stuff that has been happening because, I know in the middle of 2021, I have a video that says minus 325 in my right eye, and what is minus 325 in my right eye and minus 250 in my left eye. And this pair that I'm wearing at the moment, minus 275 right and minus 2 in the left. And it might be like, oh, Andrew, you spent how long to not improve? Like, you've barely improved in that time. What are you doing? My answer to that, oftentimes, I'm sorry to say, I know it's boring, but oftentimes when I used to make videos when, like, I would make that video as I just reduced, and then I would, you know, it would basically be too quick. I was reducing too quickly for a lot of these videos, and I just like, look at me, guys. Um, I'm excited in general, so that's what I want to do. But like, I know you say this about every video, but like, I am extremely confident that minus 275 and minus 2 is correct as of this video. I'm really confident about that. So I'm fine with that. Let me just get to my visceral improvement and how it hit me in the face today, okay? There'll be like timestamps in the video with all this stuff because I'm not going to edit this. But literally, I was walking around the town, the city center, and straight up, like this reduction has been really incredible so far. Because like I'm shocked at how quickly, how well my eyes adapted to this correction. I think I've been wearing these glasses for like 6, 7 days now, maybe a bit longer than that. Um, and it I I should really write a script. But oh, no, okay. At the end of the day, I took off my glasses today, and I was walking around the city center, and I was absolutely flabbergasted by how clear my vision was. Okay, like yes, I was obviously active focusing. Yes, it was double visiony, it was blurry, there were artifacts, and to be honest, most of this clarity came from my left eye, which is minus 2 on normalized right now. My right eye, I don't think it was contributing that much, but I don't care. I don't care because I was getting clear flashes. Um, just like it has been prophesized all over these years, over all these years about what will happen. I got clear flashes in my eyes, and I was walking around, and I could read signs, and this wasn't like blur adaptation in the past where like if you had a purple sign or a red sign or whatever and the color would bleed into the white text or something. It wasn't like that. It was clear, like I was wearing glasses for that moment, like my eyes were supposed to see like that. It wasn't, it was clear. Like it's hard to explain because obviously there was like artifacts and there was double vision, but like it's hard to explain, but it was clear is what I'm trying to get across. And it was such a shock. Like I was like, it was insanity, like to see that well and clearly. I felt really blessed at that moment, and it just all comes back to I've been working at this I started this channel May 10th in 2019, and today's like the 27th of January. I'm gonna be honest with you, like I really am needing differentials for computer screens less and less. This is -2 on normalized now, so this is I'm getting to the threshold where I really don't need differentials at all. Um, and differentials are a bit of a social construct anyway. Like, don't overthink the differentials thing. That if you were a high myope like me and you were -5, then yes, you should wear differentials really because you're going to hurt your back. But after a certain point, like -3, -2, if you honestly feel you don't need differentials for a task, don't use them. Like, there's nothing special about diffs. What's really just important is don't wear strong normalized or distance vision glasses for close up for extended periods of time. But even then, don't go too crazy about it. Like if you wear it for like what I don't know 5 minutes or something, it won't kill your progress. Like don't don't be worried too much. Okay, there's tolerance, right? It's not do or die whenever you do the wrong thing for a bit. Um, I mean, just the most important thing is to go outside and get distance vision. This is largely why I didn't make so much improvement in 2022 because I'm a human being. I do things. I was playing a lot of video games in 2022. I don't think I'll do that quite so much this year. But just get outside and get distance vision. That is critical. Get 1 or 2 hours a day of that, and you just keep doing that, and you will improve. That's the most important thing. And make sure your correction is right. Like not too low. That's very important. Don't make it too low. Don't make it too high either. Like sometimes you might have to just push for a reduction, and that's the right thing to do. Other times that'll be too quick. Like it's just a stupidly nuanced process that requires a lot of trial and error and a lot of magic, not magic, but like you gotta. It's trial and error over a long period of time. So I took off my glasses, and obviously not perfect vision at all. But what I am getting at is it was a clear flash. It was as if I was wearing glasses at that moment. Um, not like obviously not as if I was wearing glasses, but quite close to that feeling. Um, and I just know over time that's going to get even stronger and more potent. My eyes will continue to improve, but I genuinely, sincerely feel like I am on the precipice of permanently um, just a huge jump in my quality of life because coming down from -5 to around about here, right? So far, over this 3 years, over all the videos I've made, it has been a case of yes, I can use my phone from further away. But in terms of actual quality of life and looking around and stuff, like yeah, it's less blurry, but I still need glasses. That's what it is. I still need those glasses. But walking around the city center today, like taking off my glasses and actually being able to see and read signs in like clear flashes that I was getting, um, that really punched me in the gut and made me think, oh my god, this is for real now. Like my eyes are getting a bit too good at this rate. Um, I honestly think if I keep up some good habits, so not 2022. That's, if I want to improve my eyesight, I need to go outside. Um, but I sincerely believe this year will be a real turning point because I can easily see me losing another, 3/4 of a diopter itself in both eyes. I can easily see that happening if I'm being realistic. Um, and I know if I'm seeing like that today, how crazy will it be when my right eye is -2 as well, and my left eye is I don't know -1.5 or something. Jake says -1.5 is about the threshold at which you don't need to wear this. You don't need to wear normalized in bright environments outside anymore. Um, and I can see why he said that because even at -2, and it was kind of like an overcast day as well. Yeah, okay, the vision was not perfect, but it was sharp in some ways. It was sharp. Like I just wish I could plug my brain into a feed to show the camera what I saw. It was sharp in some ways, and I can easily see going down just another half a diopter and getting to like -1.5 or something. I can easily see that imagine like in both eyes walking around like that. I can easily see that I wouldn't need glasses anymore. That's just honestly, like, you drop my right eye by 1.5 diopters or 1.25 diopters, get me to minus 1.5 in both eyes, and I can easily see how that is completely possible for me to not need glasses anymore. So, and then at minus 1.5, it's party time because I don't need glasses in the day. I don't need glasses in the day, like, and then I wear glasses at night. Okay, so I went from someone who depends on glasses and relies on them, and I can't see anything like at all for my entire life, and it gets worse and worse and worse because they keep loading you up on higher prescriptions. I went from that to, you know, I could only see the screen from like mine from 15 centimeters. Now it's just getting further and further away, which is amazing. Like, I went from -5. I've been there, and now I'm coming down to the point where I can like walk around and I can read signs without glasses. I can tell you right now, good sunlight, I will be able to read signs now without glasses. Like, it's just crazy. It's like melting my mind. Like, come on. It's crazy. Like, of course, I sound a bit crazy right now, but after all this hard work, it is honestly like fulfilling, and it's just paying off. It's beautiful, honestly. It's amazing. It's amazing, honestly. Um, yeah, it's incredible. I would say to anyone who's considering doing this, Um, just make sure you don't have any like serious eye conditions. Like, I've got a friend who's got keratoconus or something. I don't know if I quite said that. That's different. That's like a medical condition. That's why this would definitely like probably not work for you. But if you're like the vast majority of people and you started out on some stupid little mean prescription like zero point 0.5 diopters and then it just got worse over time, you've got to try it. Go long term. Like, it will take forever, and you might just want to get laser eye surgery or something. I don't know. That's a terrible idea. But I'm telling you, like, it has obviously changed my life. It is, it is going to continue to get lower. There is no way my correction is going to ever get higher again, because the way it works is the only way it gets higher is if you wear overprescribed glasses, and also if you use these glasses and stare at screens. Like, but really, it's about the. I'm coming to the conclusion. It's just really all about the lenses you wear. If you wear glasses that are too strong and they overcorrect you too much, that's the fundamental reason why your eyes get worse. Even if you're staring at screens with glasses like this, it's bad for your eyes. It will give you eye strain, right? So don't wear normalized or full strength glasses for screens for long periods of time. But I'm not even convinced that necessarily makes your eyes is the reason your eyes get worse. I'm kind of just convinced actually it's just all about the lenses. If the lenses are too strong, that's the problem. Um, but yeah, no. This will cause you eye strain, so don't do that. Still wear differentials. Very recommended. Um, but so honestly, like, I it's just incredible. I'm gonna be glasses free. Like a future where I'm 2020 is entirely reasonable. It's entirely possible. Um, and it's just gonna happen as far as I'm concerned. I will get an eye test at some point, but ultimately an eye test would not be for my benefit, right? Because I know my eyes are healthy. Okay, okay, maybe I've got glaucoma. I don't think I've got glaucoma, right? But like, they keep spamming me with all these letters and emails and stuff. Look, I can get an eye test, right? And I can make a YouTube video and say, "Hey, look at this official eye test that I got." But that's not proof because I can just be some guy who lies to you. I can be a guy who just has a fake eye test and makes all these testimonial videos. I could be getting paid by Jake and blah 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 blah, right? Like, you should, if you're watching this video, you should challenge everything I say. Like, is this possible? You should look at the science. You should make your own conclusion. Do not, why would you put your trust in someone like that, right? So an eye test is not for my benefit because I know my eyes are getting better. And ultimately, like, I can show a YouTube video some numbers, and that would be great. Okay, for the people who believe in it, sure, but why trust me? Don't trust me. Just do your own research. Like, all I will tell you, if you want my unbiased opinion is that it entirely works. The process takes a long time. I have been here for, it's coming up to, you know, as of May this year, it will be 4 years since I found myopia, which is a long time. And I'm still not 2020, right? But by the end of this year, I will be so close to 2020. I can easily see this eye being -2, and this eye being what, like minus 1.5. I think at one point I equalized the correction. So -2, minus 1.5. That's like touching 2020 as far as I'm concerned. Okay, it's not 2020. Like in low light, in dark light, I will still need glasses, but I'm getting there. Like honestly, being able to see clearly in sunlight during the day is easily half the battle for me. I can put up with wearing glasses at night on some level. Like I could walk to the bar, or I could walk around the town without glasses. Like I've reduced my dependence on glasses. I can be in this room and I wouldn't need to wear glasses. I can, you know, that's a huge quality of life upgrade. And from that point, you really don't even need to think about and myopia to some extent, because if your both your eyes are -1.5 and you're walking around the day and you're getting distance vision, um your eyes are on autopilot to improve at that point, because your eyes are on autopilot to improve because you're not even thinking about glasses at that point. You're just living your life. You can see. You're fine. So once I get to that point, it's smooth sailing as far as I'm concerned. And it's just really exciting. Like I just I'm really excited. You know, it's been great. Some more things. So like obviously it's been ages since I made a video. All I want to say is, well, so what was it? Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember the course of events now. Yeah, this is the reducing too quickly portion of the video. Um, yeah, so when I made that video saying I was 325 and 250, that was obviously too quick. Haha, surprise. Um, and then I went back up to 350 and 250 or something. I forgot which part was the equalizing pair. At one point, I went from a diopter difference of 1 to 0.75. All I want to say is I really struggled with fixing that difference up, but I found patching to be a silver bullet for equalizing. I found it to be extremely helpful. I was walking around with a pirate eye patch. Very important to get a pirate eye patch. And I was doing distance vision with a pirate eye patch. Jake will advise. He says take the patching lightly. He says 10 minutes a day for close-up activities. That's it. So naturally, I just ignore everything Jake says and just uh, go run out with a pirate eye patch. And I just did all my distance vision with one eye for that day. And I did that for about 2 weeks, but it made a big difference. And I think that was really crucial to getting me over that bump and equalizing those eyes. And honestly, now I can kind of say um, like my right eye is kind of more can kind of see more clearly than my left eye for this current correction as it is now. Um, so yeah, it looks like my right eye really caught up thanks to patching with distance vision. So my advice to you, if you want to equalize, get an eye patch, do normal distance vision activities, look stupid in front of everyone. Who gives a like? It doesn't matter. Um, and just go embarrass yourself and fix up your eyes and equalize. It's worth it. Um, yeah. So that was quite a while ago. But like, okay, like again, it's always my perception. But over 4 years, I've learned a thing or two about this stuff, and at this point, like, yeah, and I still do my fast reductions every now and then. But I just don't jump to making a video about it. How about that? You know, I will still post on the forum and say, hey, I'm trying this reduction out, but it's probably too quick. Like, I still try to have some of that. I still like a good cheeky reduction every now and then. But anytime I do it too quickly is usually when I get burned and I just go back. And then with this one, like I tried this for 3 weeks about 3 months ago, and it was too quick then, right? This pair was too weak, so I just completely forgot about improving my vision for like 3 months. completely. Like, obviously it's in the back of my head, but I just don't think about it, and I just got on with my life. And then a week ago, I pick up these glasses and like, yeah, okay, this is the correct time to use these now. And I started rolling with it. So it's just patience, and sometimes you just got to ignore the process and just get on with your life. But then all of a sudden you take off your glasses and holy crap, it's clear. So that's all right. One final thing I will say is, and I know it's a rambling video with no editing, but take it or leave it. The production quality really went down. We've had a cut in the budget. There's no script for this one. Sorry. All I will say is when you're at high myopia, when you're at high myopia, each reduction you make is so like your blur horizon will come back a smaller amount, but it will your ability to clear up past that blur horizon will be hard. This is at like -5 myopia. So if you reduce, your blur horizon does come back, okay, but it will be pretty difficult to actually active focus and get that blur horizon back to push the blur back. So like less blur, but harder to you get what I'm coming at. It's like more of a hard wall, but it comes back less. At low myopia, this is kind of low myopia at this point, your blur horizon will come way back on a reduction like this. It'll come way back, right? You will be clear in the distance with your previous pair, and then you just drop a quarter of a diopter, and it just comes way back, right? But you'll be able to clear up a whole lot of blur much easier. Like the whole thing will. So it's just different like that. So if you're going through this, that's the kind of thing that you can expect. It's high myopia, your blur horizon comes back a small amount, but it's hard to clear it up past that. Low myopia, it comes back a lot, but you can clear it up a lot as well. So that's just something I've noticed. It's just the way lenses work and stuff. And going forward, I think that'll be a running theme. So you definitely feel a little bit more blind when you first reduce, for sure. But it also feels like I made some pretty fast like initial improvements on this as well. It's a lot more noticeable the fast improvements at the beginning on some level because I don't know. It's like within a week of wearing these, I'm shocked at how much I've pushed back the blur horizon like in a more permanent way. Like I'm just shocked. Like because day 1 or 2 it was like really crap to see and it wasn't good, and it's like it's another one of those is this too quick kind of thing again. But then I stuck with it, and before I knew it, I was getting some stupidly sharp vision in the distance, um, double visiony, artifacty, but it was definitely there. Um, Definitely need a long time on these. Going to be on here for like 2-3 months. I still like a fast reduction. I might reduce again in like 2 months, and I'm not supposed to. I like doing that stuff. I just like playing it dangerous. What can I say? Um, but yeah, definitely need at least 2 months, I would say. Um, but yeah, so that's my long rambling update, full of wisdom for the ages. Hope maybe one day I will compile a bunch of these lessons into a better video. I can definitely see that happening, but I promise videos and then I don't make them. So, yeah, and also about that vision log tool, like probably not going to happen. I'm gonna be honest. The one I promised in the last video, like, yeah, I really want to make this vision log tool. Sorry, didn't happen. But I've been doing other things. Like I've got a life to live, and there's tools that already exist out there. And another thing, I haven't really been doing centimeter measurements like for a long time now. But it doesn't really matter because the gold standard is distance vision and seeing what you can see with a given correction. That is easily the gold standard. Centimeter measurements are a bit of a they're there for troubleshooting or stuff like that. But you know, distance vision, seeing what you can see, that's what it is. Like you'll know you've improved your vision when you can take your glasses off and see signs without glasses and read them and stuff. Like, not that you know. Obviously, it's more complicated than that. Um, but overall, general picture. Like I started this -5, and My life is blurry, and there's a wall of blur whenever I take off my glasses. Just a wall of blur. I went from that to I can see on some level without glasses now. I don't have to have the screen here. I can have it here. And when I put those -5s on, it is the most viscerally horrible reaction. Even if I put on like -4s now, it's a horrible thing. It gives me a headache. I don't want to wear them. It strains my eyes to death. Like, I can't make it up. I'm just like that crazy guy who's like, no, come on, trust me, guys. This works. This works. But it's just the reality. The reality of the situation is the optometry industry is lying to everyone. $200 billion industry trying to exploit you for money. They're giving people preventable eye conditions they didn't have to give people at all, completely optional. And they choose to give them because they want to make you a customer for life and sell you stupidly expensive glasses. You know, don't give these dickheads any money that they don't deserve. These are £6. Okay, don't buy stupidly expensive glasses. Waste of your money. Waste of don't support them. Um, I just don't like them. Because wearing glasses and your vision, it will make impacts on the kind of person you turn into and the kind of things you do. I didn't play much sport when I was a kid, right? Because I had to wear glasses. Um, Maybe it would have been different, you know. Maybe I would have been more confident to go out and talk to people and stuff. Who knows, right? Glasses make a big difference, and I think it goes deep. So just to think that there's a billion people out there with short sightedness, stupid amounts of people in some countries getting minus lenses, and they don't need them. They just don't. They don't need them. They fundamentally don't need them. They've been sold a product that is defective by design. They're sold a product that makes their eyes worse, and they didn't need it at all. It's just like smoking. It's like smoking back in the day. Now, obviously, it won't kill you. There's a solid chance, if you get to a certain level of myopia, you will have glaucoma, you'll have retinal detachment, you'll have tears. There is a completely solid chance of that. So, in effect, yes, it is kind of killing people in some way. Because if you're going to go blind over this completely preventable thing that the industry knows about, then yeah, of course it's a problem. So it's just another smoking to me. And yeah, obviously there are real eye conditions. I'm not talking at all about those at all. I'm talking about lens-induced myopia that is completely preventable. So it goes deep. It goes deep. It does indeed go deep. Yeah. So that's the log, and I hope the next log will be no, it'll come up at some point, and it can only go better. Like there's no turning back now. It's amazing. All right. Well, that's the end of that. And enjoy your day. Go make some vision gains. You're not a genetic defect. You probably aren't anyway. I mean, I'm sure some of you are, but you're really not. If you're watching this, it will take a long time, but it's worth it. All right. Peace. Peace.